Staying positive at all times is one skill that can help you drastically in your whole life. Now, this is difficult, right? Because a lot of people, a lot of times, they're gonna give you some negative attitude, they're gonna give you some bad energy, they're gonna talk behind you, or they're gonna tell you a bunch of crap in your face. And it's sometimes it's hard to stay positive, especially when you have someone very negative just giving you shit, telling you shit. Just it's difficult, right? But it's not impossible. Now, you have to stay in control of your thoughts. This is the main thing that I'm gonna give you guys that has helped me over the years since I hit my rock bottom back in 2020. In 2022, I was negative, I was depressed, I had anxiety, and I just felt like nothing would ever go well for me, like whatever I did. And it was difficult because I just felt like a failure. I felt like a loser. I felt like maybe I wasn't cut out for it, right? Fuck, I got emotional just thinking about it. It's crazy, but man, when you're there, when you're like stuck, when you're stuck in reverse, when you're just stuck and you're stagnant and you're trying everything and you're trying so hard and you're pushing through, but things are still not working out, and regardless of what you do, it's still, you know, it's just craziness. You really get tested as a man. Like, I can't speak about girls, but as a man, to say that you're broke, to say that you're struggling, to say that what you're doing it doesn't work, or that you don't know what to do, is difficult, right? Because I mean, we're supposed to be very stoic, very, you know, the ones that help out, and the ones that are, on the grind and bringing in the money and knowing what to do and staying composed even when everything goes to shit. And it can be very difficult, and this is why a lot of guys go through depression. A lot of guys, fortunately, commit suicide. um, they just, it's hard to continue. So hopefully, if you know someone that is going through this, send them this video, give a thumbs like. um, the thing is, sharing this information with anyone that can help, because the thing is, this helped me staying in control of my thoughts, understanding that everything was temporary, everything was fleeting. Like, just because you're down right now, it doesn't mean you're not gonna be good up anymore. Just because you're feeling bad right now, it doesn't mean you're gonna feel good anymore, right? But when you're right in the moment, right in the middle of the storm, right through the going through hell, when you're going through the valley of hell, the valley of death, it's like, fuck, when is this gonna end? Bro, like, when is this gonna end? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Right? Like, mine lasted a year and a half, guys. A year and a half. A whole year and a half. A year and a half. Can you guys believe that? I was struggling. I lost a lot of money. I ended up at the hospital with a heart condition. I lost my grandma that raised me after I was separated from both my parents at 10 years old. She raised me with my grandpa. 6 months later, my grandpa passed away. It was just my grandma. We went through a lot of poverty, a lot of struggle, a lot of stress, a lot of, craziness. So she had been a big part of my life. I lost her in 2021. I lost my relationship for 4 years. I lost almost all my savings trying to get a real estate deal. I lost a best friend. I lost someone else that I thought it was a best friend too, backstabbed me, took a lot of my money in real estate, another deal that I was supposed to get close to 30K. It was just craziness, craziness. I ended up having to drive Uber. I ended up having to drive Lyft. I started selling meal preps. I didn't know what to do, guys. It was just insane. It was, and I just thought, like, nothing I do works. Like, why? And it wasn't until I started learning about mindset. I hired Bob Proctor, my first mentor, my first, mindset coach, mentor, GOAT, the GOAT of mindset. And he gave me some information that I'm sharing with you guys, that it all starts with a thought. What do you have in your mind? What are you thinking about? And what you think about, you're gonna feel. And the way you feel is how you end up acting. And that's what you attract, is the action reaction that creates your results. And he broke it down in a very simple way, that it all went down to control your thoughts, control the way you're thinking. And the thing is, if you're feeling bad, ask yourself, why am I feeling bad? What am I thinking about? Well, I'm thinking about things not going well. And he taught me that there's universal laws. There's 7 laws, and one of them, the law of opposites, the law of polarity, that states that there's an opposite to everything. This is the up and the down. This is the hot and the cold. This is the light and the dark. It's the yin and the yang. It's the opposite to everything, right? So when he started breaking down these universal laws, and he said you gotta live life in the lenses of these universal laws, and you're gonna be able to understand and play the game of life accordingly. And it was a big shift for me, because I was like, holy crap, like, what's going on here, right? It made a lot of sense. I didn't know what was going on, but it made a lot of sense. That one stated that there's an opposite to everything. So if I was making mistakes, if things weren't working well, then it was okay, well, what is the answer? What can go well? How is this working in my favor? Because I only saw things as working against me, not for me. And as I started to shape and bend my reality based on the thoughts that I chose to think about, I started to think, okay, how is this working for me? How is this helping me? Because I used to always think, why me? Why is this happening to me? And then I shifted the opposite, which is, how is this happening for me? And I started to bend the way that I saw things, and I started to extract only the positive, right? Because every situation has both the good and the bad, the negative and the positive. And I was only focusing on the negative. I was not focusing on the positive. But I didn't know. And guys, I hope that made sense. I know sometimes I can go a little fast. I love this information. This information changed my life. And the thing is, guys, if you've been following my channel, I had a fiance. She broke up with me 5 weeks ago. I've been going through a lot of craziness this past 5 weeks. And guess what? I'm being able to stay in control because of my mindset, because of these laws, because of this information. Otherwise, I would be depressed. I'll be honest with you, I would be depressed. I would have a lot of anxiety. I would have a lot of doubt, worry, fear. But the thing is, I choose to see the good in everything, even though I didn't want things to be that way, even though I loved her, even though I wanted to be with her, even though, like, I didn't want this to happen. But the thing is, it happened. It was outside of my control, right? And I'm not gonna stress about something that I cannot control. Guys, I hope that helped you guys. Please, if you know someone that is going through some maybe issues, you know, mental health issues, maybe they're going through a lot of fear, they have a lot of anxiety, they're going through a depression moment, depression state or a phase, send this video to them, share this video. I hope they, you know, get this information, and they, you know, get knowledge from it and understand that it's all in their mind, controlling their thoughts. So also help me with the algorithm. Please like the video. It's free, and I would highly appreciate. Love you guys. Let's get it. I'll see you guys later.